Have a good day, children. Now we will identify the features of 1 to 50,000 topographic map and how do you calculate the distance and area in it. One to 50,000 topographic map is the most popular topographic map in Sri Lanka. In your future, I hope that some of you will use them for your project work. It's used to identify the geographic features for various project plans like best location to construct a reservoir, or to plan a new road system, to plan new agricultural areas, like that. Then the scale of the map is the ratio between the map distance and the real ground distance. That's at the scale. In 1 to 50,000 topographic map, the scale is 1 to 50,000. That's how the map has been named, with the scale of it. 1 centimeter of the real ground will be shown by 50,000 centimeters. No, 1 centimeter of the map will show 50,000 centimeters of the real ground. Okay, again, 1 centimeter of the map will represent 500 meters. It's equal to 50,000 centimeters of the real ground. Then if you go to area of the map, 4 square centimeters of map will show you 1 square kilometer of the real ground. Then we will go in detail of distance calculation in 1 to 50,000 map. For this, you should identify the scale of the map clearly. Then 1 centimeter of the map will show you 500 meters or 50,000 centimeters of the real ground. It's equal to half of a kilometer, isn't it? 1 centimeter is equal to, is representing half of kilometer, because 500 meters means half of kilometer. Then to show 1 kilometer of real ground distance, you should have 2 centimeters from the map. Now this is very important. 2 centimeters of map will show you 1 kilometer. In that theory, now you have identified 1 centimeter of the map only shows half of the kilometer. Right, then with the theory of it, let's go to calculations. 1 centimeter will show you 500 meters of the real ground. Then 2 centimeters will show you 1 kilometer. 3 centimeters will show you 1.5 kilometers. So in that way, if you go to 8 centimeters length or distance, how is the distance in the real ground? So it should be what? It should be 4 kilometers, half of this number. Then 10 centimeters will show you 5 kilometers of the real ground. Then to show 6 kilometers length, you should use 12 centimeters. Hope that you got it. Now let's see some symbols are showing some features, geographic features. This is for main road. It's about 10 centimeters. So how do you find the real ground distance of this? Real ground distance for 10 centimeter. 10 should be divided by 2, then it's equal to 5. Then 5 kilometers. are shown here. Then if you go to 20 centimeters of stream is a river, but the single line, right? It's a linear feature. Then 20 divided by 2 equal 10. Then it shows a river of 10 centimeters distance. Then tank bund of 2 centimeters. Tank bund is this brown color one. Then it's a linear feature, 2 centimeters only. Then 2 centimeters are showing always 1 kilometer. You know that. So it's showing a road is mostly gone over this bund. Then tank bund is for 1 kilometers distance. Let's see then how the area is calculated in 1 to 50,000 topographic map. The theory is 1 square kilometer of the real ground will be shown by 4 square centimeters of the map. Then 4 square centimeters should have 2 centimeters into 2 centimeters in one side 2 centimeters. Even it might come one side 4 centimeters, other side 1 centimeter. That's also fine. Then here it's a square. 2 centimeters into 2 centimeters is 4 square centimeters. How do you find it as 1 square kilometer? Now you know that 2 centimeters distance at a side. Then say the width of the map, width of the part of the map, that's showing you 1 kilometer because it's 2 centimeter in distance. Other distance, other side, then say the height, that's it. Again the same 1 kilometer of 2 centimeters of real ground, real map. Then from the area, from real ground, it's 1 kilometer, the distance. Then 1 into 1, we have to find out the area, width into height, that is 1 square kilometer. Then you got it. To show 1 square kilometer, we should have 4 square centimeters from the map. Then the distance is calculated in this way. Area is calculated in this way. Now let's see some areas of given symbols. Paddy cultivation of 16 square centimeters. Now you know that 4 square centimeters are shown in 1 square kilometer. Then to find out how many square kilometers are given here, we have to divide this number by 4. Before you divided by 2, now you divide by 4. Before we did distance calculation, this is area calculation. 4 square kilometers have been shown by 16 square centimeters. Then divide this 8 by 4, you will get the area of the tank. 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. Then 1 square kilometer. I can't write superscript 2 here, so it comes for 1 square kilometer, right? Then here 4 square kilometers of paddy cultivation has been given by 16 square centimeters. To show 16 square centimeters, you should have one side 4 centimeters, other side 4 centimeters. But in a tank, it's not a kind of square shaped one. Then approximately we measure from here to here 4 centimeters, or this side 2 centimeters. Then 2 into 4 is 8. Okay, in that way we can calculate such area. This is to give you the idea. You have to make your own exercises given in the textbook to make it more clearer. So for the 1 to 50,000 topographic map, the length and the width of the whole metric map can be given in this way, whole map, right? Not the map sheets. This is about the whole map. The name of the places A, B, C, D. I guess that you can remember. A is Point Pedro, B is Dundrahead, C is Colombo, and D is Sangamanakanda Point. If you find A to B length, already it has been found as 432 kilometers, the length of the country. Then C to D, the width of the country is 224 kilometers. The map distance, now according to the scale of the map, distance, you know that to show 1 kilometer of the real ground, they should have 2 centimeters of the map. So then how do you find the distance? You should multiply by right. Let's multiply 432 into 2. It's equal to 864. That's the distance. So then 864 centimeters. Usually centimeters over 100 should be converted into meters. Then in that way 864 centimeters are converted as 8.64 meters, because you have to divide by 100 to get meters. Then the length of whole map of Sri Lanka, if you make it in 1 to 50,000 scale, the length is 8.64. It's a large map. It will cover a large area of our building if we lay down the whole map on the ground. 8 meters, over 8 meters. Then what's the width of the map? Again, 448 centimeters will be coming by multiplying this number by 2. 224 into 2 is equal to 448 centimeters. When you convert it into meters, again you will see, let's convert it. Now I write here 448. You have to divide by 100 to get meters value, then 4.48 meters, the length of the map. So if you write it here, the length of the whole map is 4.48 meters. On the other hand, the length on the real ground is 224 kilometers. Sorry, the width is 224 kilometers. Then the length is 448 32 kilometers on the real ground. In the map, it is 8.64 meters. Just keep it in mind. According to the scale, we got it. Right. Now let's see about each map sheet. Now you know that the whole country is a large map then. It's a large map covering over 8 meters in length. So then that map has been divided into parts. 92 parts. The map has been divided into 92 parts of the country, this whole country map. So I will go to show you that this is that. From this, you will see how those 92 map sheets have been divided in the country because it's a large map. So first map sheet is Manipe in Jaffna and Tangol is the last one, 92. Make it larger to show you. Here, Manipe and Tangol. Right. Then there are lots of details about this. But if you identify clearly, it's not a big matter. One map sheet is having some peripheral information of it. Peripheral information are background information. Upper margin of the outer border is this border, upper margin. Then inner border is surrounding. Over the map sheet it goes, inner border. But upper margin is only at the upper area. Inner border goes surrounding the map. Then lower margin is the lower part of outer border. Lower margin of outer border. It has lots of information in the map sheet. You will see them later. Then map area. This is very important. Map area is given by 4,000 square centimeters of the map. Then one side is 80 centimeters. 80 centimeters will show you 40 kilometers according to the scale. You can calculate and see now. Then 50 centimeters are showing you 25 kilometers. Then 80 divided by 2 is 40. 50 divided by 2 is 25. In that way, you got the distance of this map sheet. Area of the map, one map sheet, is 40 kilometers into 25 kilometers. That's 1,000 kilometers. Can be covered in one map sheet like this. One map sheet. So here candy map sheet has been given. Inner border is this 1 centimeter with 1, right? So then from here to here, there are 80 centimeters. You can see that 80 centimeters. That shows you 40 kilometers from the real ground. The width of the map is 50 centimeters. It shows you 25 kilometers of the real ground. Now you can see how it should be 40 into 25 is 1,000. 1,000 square kilometers are shown in Kandy area. In Kandy map sheet. Then it's only one map sheet. Map sheet number 54. The grid system is an important thing in the map. So the grid of the map is used to identify the absolute location of map. Absolute location is always given by longitudes and latitudes. Then there are two types of grid systems, international grid system and national grid system. Then for international grid system, latitudes and longitudes are given. For national grid system, the lines are there, but we don't call them latitudes and longitudes. Those are vertical and horizontal lines. Here you can see the international grid system. Hope that you can remember we learned this in grade 6 also and grade 8. So here from north latitudes, we are in the northern part of the world, northern hemisphere, so north latitudes. The drawing has started from only 6 degrees, but the line should go down. So it's from 5 degrees 55 seconds. 5 degrees and 55 minutes, sorry, 55 minutes over here to there 9 degrees and 51 minutes. So what are these minutes and seconds? That's not from the clock, of course. For latitudes and longitudes, to measure the distance of the latitudes and longitudes, we use degrees, minutes and seconds. That system has been given here. Then 1 degree will be divided into 60 minutes. 1 minute is divided into 60 seconds. In that way, here you will see 5 degrees, then it's the lower number, 5 degrees, but 55 minutes is the starting of lower part of the country. Then upper corner goes to 9 degrees, 51 because it's only up to 60. After that, next degree is starting. 51 means it comes to very closer to the border. Then from east longitudes, 79 degrees, 42. 42 goes to a small island over the left here. And the other side, 81 degrees, 52 minutes because it's close to the next line. When it's complete in 60 minutes, the next degree, 82, starts. So you can now see how the Sri Lankan international grid system has been formed. The small lines, the small distances here, all the minutes and seconds have not been drawn in this one. Then that's about the latitudes and longitudes of Sri Lanka. In international grid system in metric topographic map, in the inner border coordinate values are mentioned. In the inner border, can you remember what is inner border? In the map, here, this is the inner border. You can find the values of international grid system in the inner border. Then the map face. In the map face, you will find this plus mark that indicate the intersection of the grid lines. Right. And this is the national grid system.